Hey Aries, so we're going to be doing a spread for you today, and I'm going to be doing that thing again where the sign with the most likes, I'm going to do an extra video in a couple weeks for. So if you enjoy this video, if it resonates, if you like it, make sure you like the video, maybe comment, let me know. So anyway, this is a general reading, so take what applies, leave the rest behind, don't force anything to fit. If your sun doesn't resonate, I will be doing these for all the signs. So you can check out your moon, rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. See what resonates with me. So this spread is we're going to get into the core situation, like what this reading is about basically. Your past feelings or attitudes towards it, your past actions, the present advice, your present feelings and ideas, where this situation is heading, and the universe's advice for the future. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so Aries, this reading, the core issue is about a heartache, and I want to call it a past heartache, but it may be a current heartache. An experience you're going through right now. Maybe you're just having trouble letting go, but your past feelings, with the Hermit being your past feelings or attitude about the situation, I think there was a lot of isolating or feeling alone during this relationship. Maybe pulling inward a lot, kind of. Yeah, it kind of feels peeper, people pleaser ish. Like, what do I need to do better? It's always focusing on you and what you need to do better, what you need to do to get them to love you more, to get them to like you more, to get them to reciprocate. And I think that's why your past actions was the Justice card. But it's according to maybe your own code of ethics, your own code of justice, and it's just uh, there's almost like this feeling of you being too understanding in this reading, and I know a lot of people will be like, oh, this isn't Aries, they're selfish. No, if you know, you know, right? So, like, it's just kind of like, I don't think you were so focused on what's fair to them, what they need, and all that. I think you kind of ignored your own needs. So, let's go ahead and get into the present. Oh, I forgot to say what you could be dealing with, but now that we got the present advice and the present feelings, all the signs on here so far are Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Taurus. So the present advice is the Death card. So basically, I think there's a lot of things you need to put to rest here. Maybe not just this relationship, this heartbreak, but it's also talking about transforming and learning from this experience because, like I said, there's a lot of people pleaser ish things on here. Maybe you took a lot of responsibility for things that maybe you necessarily didn't need to, because it does take two to tango. I can't talk. It takes two to tango. So why are you taking their responsibility if they aren't on rhythm? Is that your fault? And you're like, I can hear you now. Well, I took the lead. I'm the leader. Blah, blah. No, no, that's not how it works. Okay, it takes two to tango. Like, you both have your pieces, and if it just didn't work out, then sometimes no one's at fault. Like, there's such a um, there's such a look into like what's right and what's wrong and what can I do better. Some people just take like no responsibility, and some people just take too much responsibility, and it kind of feels like you're on the taking too much responsibility and it's just like sometimes there's not a right or a wrong. Sometimes there's just a happening. It just happens. Sometimes um, there's a need to not focus on who's in the right, but the impact of the situation. So, and because you can justify a lot of things. You may have been dealing with someone who justified a lot of things, or you may have been justifying a lot of things. Um, and it's just like that's not really fair to you. There may be a need to transform your perspective on what's fair, what is just in these type of situations. And with the Hierophant being in your present feelings and ideas, I think you are going through a growth process right now, and you are learning a lot. And it's funny because heartbreak, I it's surrounded by major arcana right now. So even though the core situation was like a minor situation or a minor arcana, it played a big part. It's like it sparked this transformation in you, this realization um, that you just you need to treat yourself better. It's kind of what I'm saying, and there is growth. You're pulling more towards growth, but I think you're also pulling towards like more of a unified growth and just you taking responsibility for everything. Because, like I said, it's like you have your feelings and your reactions. They have their feelings and reactions, and maybe sometimes you don't mix well with certain people, and that's okay. And it's not. I think you're putting too much on your shoulders in this situation. Like you are weighing yourself down, and hopefully that growth is you growing out of that, realizing that you don't have to put all this on yourself. So, where the situation is heading with the Nine of Coins, you may be focused more on being single for right now. Maybe you're just focused on your own growth, your own development, your own abundance, whatever that means to you, be it career development. That could be where your focus is. It really feels like you're just focused on you and what you want to achieve right now. And, maybe you interact a little bit here socially, but I think it's become less of a need for you. Like, this energy in the past felt kind of needy, and like you have to make someone else happy in order for them to reciprocate. There was like a little bit of desperation there. And where this is heading, it's just a lot more independence. Like you're in a stronger situation. And with the advice being the King of Wands here, it's just like kind of bringing up that people pleasing energy again. It's just like learn from your past here, and it's just kind of like, okay, you should not necessarily be selfish and um, not pay attention to the people around you. But if you're in environments where you have to adapt, where you have to change for people to hopefully like you, or for people to be giving to you, if there's like conditions like that, I don't think that's not where you really want to be. You should be unapologetically yourself and see who chooses to be around you. Like, you should be in a situation where they celebrate you, not tolerate you, and you feel like you keep going for tolerance. You're in like these tolerating energies, right? Where they're just like, oh, you're okay. Like, it'd be great if you did this, and then you adapt and change according to their whims instead of just letting the people who would naturally like you follow you. If you're always putting up this front of changing for everyone else, trying to please them so that you get pleased, it's like the people who would truly like you for who you are, your true character, don't have a chance to see that and don't have a chance to be around you, basically. Um, this kind of turned into a therapy session for Aries, but I really hope this helped. The last card, that's a Sagittarius card, by the way. So, yeah, but hopefully this helped. And remember, like the video if you liked it, if it helped. And in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing an extra video for the sign that gets the most likes. Thank you guys for watching.